This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, August the 12th, is a seemingly troubled striker in soccer. He plays for Demirspor in Turkey, even though he's Italian. He's 34 years old today. He played in the Italian league and then went to France, then back to Italy, but he's been in Turkey for a few years. He's a decent player for the Italian squad in his country. He's competed for his country 30 times, representing his team at Euro 2012 and World Cup 2014, helping Italy get to the final of Euro 2012, and is also the joint top scorer in UEFA Euro Championship history. He's a versatile forward and a penalty kick specialist. His name is Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli was born Mario Barua in Palermo, Sicily, to Ghanaian immigrants. They would move to Brescia when he was 2. But his own family could not pay for his healthcare needs, so the Barua family um, couldn't do it. So he was placed in foster care in the Balotelli families. And the Balotelli family um, adopted him. His foster parents, well, his foster mother was actually the Jewish daughter of Holocaust survivors. They would live in Brescia for a while. At first, he would actually be with the Balotellis on the weekdays and then return to his biological parents on weekends. But then the Balotellis would permanently foster him. And so Mario Barua would be Mario Balotelli. So, anyway, he had to wait till he was 18 to request Italian citizenship. He has 3 biological siblings and all that. He would be in a Series C1 for Limassol. And then at 15, he had a trial with Barcelona, which failed. Inter Milan decided to pick him up for 150,000 euros to co-own the player. And then in June 2007, they bought just the other half of his thing for an additional 190,000 euros. He made his Serie A debut December 2007 against Cagliari, and then was in the starting lineup of a Coppa Italia match against Regina. He actually gained national attention for scoring 2 key goals for Inter against Juventus in the Coppa Italia quarterfinals. His first Serie A goal was against Atalanta in 2008. Inter would be the Serie A or Italian League champions in 2008. And in a match against Juventus in 2009, he said he was racially abused by Juventus fans throughout the match. And he was right. The Juventus chairman condemned the racist chants, and Juventus was given a 1-match home fan ban, meaning that the next home game, no fans could be present. Nevertheless, Inter won Serie A again. Unfortunately, though, he would have several disciplinary problems, including those clashing with Jose Mourinho. And he didn't like it, all that. Anyway, Balotelli was still the subject of racist chants throughout the season. And Juventus fans would chant racist stuff at him, even though that Inter were not even playing at Juventus. Juventus would be double fined and punished with a partial stadium closure. Unfortunately, his disciplinary problems and relationship with Mourinho would deteriorate by 2010 and all of that. So, anyway, there was a big problem in all of that. Balotelli was criticized and all of that. And then when he was on an Italian show, he actually sported an AC Milan shirt for some strange reason. Anyway, after the falling out with Marino, Balotelli was recalled in time for Inter's match against Bologna. He was mad after the semifinal against Barcelona in April 2010 at Champions League, and he threw his shirt on the ground. And fans actually tried to attack Balotelli and all that. There were rumors that Balotelli was going to sign over in the Premier League in 2010, after the 2010 season. After speculation, Inter Milan reached an agreement that Balotelli would go to Manchester City for 21.8 million euros. Balotelli would go to Manchester City and wanted to continue wearing number 45, which was weird. You don't want a number in the 20s? And all that. Regardless of that, Balotelli looked pretty decent and all that. His Premier League debut was October 2010 against Arsenal as a substitute. He would score his first 2 Premier League goals November against West Brom. Unfortunately, he got red carded in that game. He put up a hat-trick against Aston Villa in the first season and all that. His disciplinary problems were huge and all that. But despite all that, Balotelli was named man of the match in 2011 at the FA Cup when Man City beat Stoke 1-0 to win their first trophy in 35 years. So anyway, Balotelli would do some stuff and all that, do well for in 2012 and all that. So anyway, he stomped on Tottenham's Scott Parker, got a 4-game suspension for his actions. Anyway, Balotelli was put up for things. He got his 4th red card of the 2012 Premier League season and got a 3-game suspension because of that. And the rumors were saying that Man City would finally lose his patience with Balotelli, saying that he would sell Balotelli and all that. However, Balotelli did make an appearance as a substitute in the last match of the season against QPR, in which Man City had to win the game and all that to win their first top division title since 1968. Balotelli was the one who gave the ball to Aguero, and he scored, giving Man City their first league title since '68. Balotelli in December 2012 decided to fight against Man City's decision to fine him 2 weeks' wages for his poor disciplinary record by taking his club to a Premier League tribunal. But he dropped his action and accepted the fine. That was kind of the last straw, as Man City got rid of him because of that situation, and he went to AC Milan on a 4.5-year deal worth 20 million euros. Anyway, well, Roberto Mancini, who was the Man City manager, said that it was a good idea to get him back to Italy and all that. So yeah, AC Milan did what it could. There were some racist chants at him as usual, unfortunately. And on the final day of the season, Balotelli scored a key goal as AC Milan would qualify for the Champions League by beating Siena. He put up 12 goals in 13 appearances. AC Milan took third in Serie A. Balotelli would spend 1 more year in AC Milan, and then Liverpool picked him up for 16 million British pounds. And he would make his Liverpool debut in a game in Tottenham. He scored his first Liverpool goal in the group stages of the 2015 Champions League against Ludogorets. Balotelli was actually criticized by his manager for swapping shirts with his opponent at halftime. But Balotelli was given a 1-month suspension for bad social media posts. He would only score 4 goals in 28 appearances with Liverpool and was Easily one of the most signings of the year. Balotelli then went to AC Milan, back to AC Milan on a season loan deal. And he helped AC Milan get to the Coppa Italia final, but lost to Juventus. He only scored 1 goal in 20 league appearances, and AC Milan took 7th. He was returned to Liverpool because of the loan. And then the deadline day of the summer transfer window, Balotelli would head to France on a free transfer, joining Nice for a 1-year deal. Anyway, so he went through to Nice. And he did what he could and all that. He would put up 10 goals for the team and all that, but he was given a couple of bans for bad disciplinary action. I mean, there was an incident and was given a two-match ban, but Bastia got in trouble because they had to close part of the stadium for 3 matches and had a 1-point deduction. All that. But anyway, he would still go with Nice and try to help him get to the Champions League qualifying round. So, unfortunately, he had troubles and all that at Nice, and then went to Marseille. Anyway, he scored. He scored 5 straight games, 5 straight home games for Marseille, making him the first player since the late '60s to do so. And then he went to his hometown club Brescia on a free transfer. All that. Brescia unfortunately did not survive Serie A and were relegated to Serie B. Balotelli would miss training and would be destroyed. Then he moved on to Serie B side Monza for a 7-month contract before heading to Turkey with Demirspor, where he is now. Balotelli played in the 2012 Euros and all of that, and was actually interviewed by a newspaper about racism amongst fans in the host countries of Poland and Ukraine. During the interview, he reiterated his threat to walk off the pitch if any of the opposing fans racial abused him in any way, and he would kill anyone that threw a banana at him. And he had experience that black players would be targeted by racists and all that. So anyway, Balotelli became the first black player to appear for Italy at a major competition in the game against Spain and all that. So anyway, a lot of people said that he would be out of form and Di Natale should be on the starting roster. He did score a goal against Ireland. So anyway, he would have some weird chances and all that. However, when Italy beat Germany in the semifinals, when he scored a second goal, he ripped off his shirt and stood motionless as he flexed his muscles, developing a famous celebration. Unfortunately, Italy would lose to Spain in the final. Croatia did give him a case of racial abuse and would be fined €80,000. All that. He scored 3 goals, which made him joint top scorer among 5 other players. He remained the first choice striker for Italy's 2014 World Cup campaign and all that, scoring 5 goals, and Italy won their group without dropping a game. So that meant they were definitely in. All that. So he was selected for the 2014 World Cup, scoring a goal against England to win the game. All that. Unfortunately, though, Italy lost the next two matches and were eliminated. So anyway, he hasn't really played much for the Italian stuff. So basically, his name Super Mario for his name being Mario and Balotelli. Unfortunately, he was a difficult character and took part in questionable activities. Balotelli scored a famous goal against Manchester United, by unveiling a shirt with the words "Why always me" on it, which disputes the accuracy of newspaper reports and all that. Yeah, so anyway, there were some weird things going on and all that. At one time, he was the second best dressed man in the world in GQ. Balotelli doesn't drink alcohol and all that. He has two children with two different women and all that. So for his club career, he put up 467 appearances and 189 goals for Lumiere, Inter Milan, Man City, AC Milan, Liverpool, Nice, Marseille, Brescia, Monza, and Demirspor. Well, in Sion, Switzerland too, I guess. Internationally, 14 goals and 36 appearances, although none since 2018. But he did help Inter Milan get 3 Serie A, or Italian League titles, and the Coppa Italia 2010, and Champions League 2010, surprising a lot of people. Man City, he won 1 Premier League 2012, 1 FA Cup 2011. For Italy, helping them get silver at the European Championships in 2012. So, yeah, trouble as he was still impactful. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.